In which of the storage placement strategies a program is placed in the largest available hole in the main memory? A. Best fit. B. First fit. C. Worst fit. D. Buddy. The correct answer is worst fit. Which of the following is a block device? A. Mouse. B. Printer. C. Terminals. D. Disk. The correct answer is disk. The problem of thrashing is affected significantly by A. Program structure. B. Program size. C. Primary storage size. D. All of the above. The correct answer is program structure. Which of the following software types is used to simplify using systems software? A. Spreadsheet. B. Operating environment. C. Time sharing. D. Multitasking. The correct answer is time sharing. Advantages of using assembly language rather than machine language are: A. It is mnemonic and easy to read. B. Addresses any symbolic not absolute. C. Introduction of data to program is easier. D. All of the above. The correct answer is all of the above. Which of the following is not true about the memory management? A. Virtual memory is used only in multi-user systems. B. Segmentation suffers from external fragmentation. C. Paging suffers from internal fragmentation. D. Segmented memory can be paged. The correct answer is virtual memory is used only in multi-user systems. Job Control Language JCL statements are used to A. Read the input from the slow-speed card reader to the high-speed magnetic disk. B. Specify to the operating system the beginning and end of a job in a batch. C. Allocate the CPU to a job. D. All of the above. The correct answer is specify to the operating system the beginning and end of a job in a batch. Paging. A is a method of memory allocation by which the program is subdivided into equal portions or pages and core is subdivided into equal portions or blocks. B consists of those addresses that may be generated by a processor during execution of a computation. C is a method of allocating processor time. D allows multiple programs to reside in separate areas of core at the time. The correct answer is a method of memory allocation by which the program is subdivided into equal portions or pages and core is subdivided into equal portions or blocks. Which of the following is not true about documentation? A. Documentation of a system should be as clear and direct as possible. B. Documentation increases the maintenance time and cost. C. Documentation gives better understanding of the problem. D. All of the above. The correct answer is documentation increases the maintenance time and cost. The System 370 assembler language. A. Allows the programmer to write base registers and displacements explicitly in the source program. B. Is used to remember which of the general-purpose registers are currently available as base registers and what base addresses they contain. C. Allows multiple programs to reside in separate areas of core at the same time. D. Is a term that refers to the control programs of an operating system. The correct answer is allows the programmer to write base registers and displacements explicitly in the source program. Scheduling is A. Allowing jobs to use the processor. B. Unrelated to performance consideration. C. Not required in uniprocessor systems. D. The same regardless of the purpose of the system. The correct answer is allowing jobs to use the processor. What scheduling algorithm allows processes that are logical runnable to be temporarily suspended? A. Preemptive scheduling. B. Non-preemptive scheduling. C. FIFO. D. FKIFS. The correct answer is preemptive scheduling. In an absolute loading scheme, which loader function is accomplished by loader? A. Reallocation. B. Allocation. C. Linking. D. Loading. The correct answer is loading. The computational technique used to compute the disk storage address of individual records is called A. Bubble memory. B. Key fielding. C. Dynamic reallocation. D. Hashing. The correct answer is hashing. For how many processes which are sharing common data the Dekkers algorithm implements mutual exclusion? A1, B2, C3, D4. The correct answer is 2. The file structure that redefines its first record at a base of 0 uses the term A. Relative organization. B. Key fielding. C. Dynamic reallocation. D. Hashing. The correct answer is relative organization. What is the name given to all the programs inside the computer which makes it usable? A. Application software. B. System software. C. Firmware. D. Shareware. The correct answer is system software. Semaphores. A. Synchronize critical resources to prevent deadlock. B. Synchronize critical resources to prevent contention. C. Are used to do I/O. D. Are used for memory management. The correct answer is synchronize critical resources to prevent deadlock. The advantages of incorporating the macroprocessor into pass 1 isare. A. Many functions do not have to be implemented twice. B. Functions are combined and it is not necessary to create intermediate files as output from the macros processor and input to the assembler. C. More flexibility is available to the programmer in that he may use all the features of the assembler in conjunction with macros. D. All of the above. The correct answer is all of the above. In analyzing the compilation of PLI program, the description creation of more optimal matrix is associated with A. Assembly and output. B. Code generation. C. Syntax analysis. D. Machine independent optimization. The correct answer is machine independent optimization. In memory systems, boundary registers A. are used for temporary program variable storage. B. are only necessary with fixed partitions. C. track page boundaries. D. track the beginning and ending of programs. The correct answer is track the beginning and ending of programs. Which of the following is true for machine language? A. repeated execution of program segments. B. depicting flow of data in a system. C. a sequence of instructions which when followed properly solves a problem. D. the language which communicates with the computer using only the binary digits 1 and 0. The correct answer is the language which communicates with the computer using only the binary digits 1 and 0. Which of the following is not applications software? A. word processing. B. spreadsheet. C. Unix. D. desktop publishing. The correct answer is Unix. Scissoring enables A. a part of data to be displayed. B. entire data to be displayed. C. full data display on full area of screen. D. no data to be displayed. The correct answer is a part of data to be displayed. A relocate program form is one which A. cannot be made to execute in any area of storage other than the one designated for it at the time of its coding or translation. B. consists of a program and relevant information for its relocation. C. can itself performs the relocation of its address-sensitive portions. D. all of the above. The correct answer is consists of a program and relevant information for its relocation. If you want to execute more than one program at a time, the system's software you are using must be capable of A. Word processing, B. Virtual memory, C. Compiling, D. Multitasking. The correct answer is multitasking. In analyzing the compilation of PLI program, the description, resolving symbolic address labels, and generating machine language is associated with A. Assembly and output, B. Code generation, C. Storage assignment, D. Syntax analysis. The correct answer is assembly and output. Round-robin scheduling. A. Allows interactive tasks quicker access to the processor. B. Is quite complex to implement. C. Gives each task the same chance at the processor. D. Allows processor-bound tasks more time in the processor. The correct answer is gives each task the same chance at the processor. What is the name of the system which deals with the running of the actual computer and not with the programming problems? A. Operating system, B. Systems program, C. Object program, D. Source program. The correct answer is systems program. What is the initial value of the semaphore to allow only one of the many processes to enter their critical section? A. 8, B. 1, C. 16, D. 0. The correct answer is 1. 4 necessary conditions for deadlock to exist are mutual exclusion, no preemption, circular wait, and A. Hold and wait, B. Deadlock avoidance, C. Race around condition, D. Buffer overflow. The correct answer is hold and wait. If you do not know which version of MS-DOS you are working with, which command will you use after having booted your operating system? A. Format command, B. dir command, C. ver command, D. disk command. The correct answer is ver command. A partitioned data set is most used for A. Program or source library, B. Storing program data, C. Storing backup information, D. Storing ISAM files. The correct answer is a program or source library. Page map table is A. Data file, B. A directory, C. Used for address translation, D. All of the above. The correct answer is used for address translation. The main function of the dispatcher, the portion of the process scheduler, is A. Swapping a process to the disk, B. Assigning ready process to the CPU, C. Suspending some of the processes when the CPU load is high, D. Bring processes from the disk to the main memory. The correct answer is assigning ready process to the CPU. The errors that can be pointed out by the compiler are A. Syntax errors, B. Semantic errors, C. Logical errors, D. Internal errors. The correct answer is syntax errors. When a computer is first turned on or restarted, a special type of absolute loader is executed called A. Compile and go loader, B. Boot loader, C. Bootstrap loader, D. Relating loader. The correct answer is bootstrap loader. Which of the following checks cannot be carried out on the input data to a system? A. Consistency check, B. Syntax check, C. Range check, D. All of the above. The correct answer is syntax check. A program that converts a high-level language program to a set of instructions that can run on a computer is called A. Compiler, B. Debugger, C. Editor, D. All of the above. The correct answer is compiler. Which of the following is characteristic of an operating system? A. Resource management, B. Error recovery, C. Memory management, D. All the above. The correct answer is All the above. In MS-DOS, relocatable object files and load modules have extensions a.obj and .com or x respectively, b.com and obj respectively, c.x and obj respectively, d.das and x respectively. The correct answer is .obj and .com or x respectively. The state transition initiated by the user process itself in an operating system is a. block, b. dispatch, c. wake up, d. timer run out. The correct answer is block. Which of the following program is not a utility? A. debugger, b. editor, c. spooler, d. all of the above. The correct answer is spooler. The functions of file system are a. to provide complete file naming freedom to the users and to permit controlled sharing of files, b. to provide for long and short-term storage of files with appropriate economic trade-offs, c. to provide security against loss of information due to system failure, d. all of the above. The correct answer is all of the above. A public key encryption system a. allows anyone to decode the transmission, b. allows only the correct sender to decode the data, c. allows only the correct receiver to decode the data, d. does not encode the data before transmitting it. The correct answer is allows only the correct receiver to decode the data. Feedback queue a. are very easy to implement, b. dispatch tasks according to execution characteristics, c. are used to favor real-time tasks, d. require manual intervention to implement properly. The correct answer is dispatch tasks according to execution characteristics. In which addressing mode the operand is given explicitly in the instruction? A. absolute mode, b. immediate mode, c. indirect mode, d. index mode. The correct answer is immediate mode. The technique for sharing the time of a computer among several jobs, which switches jobs so rapidly such that each job appears to have the computer to itself. A. time sharing, b. time out, c. time domain, d. FIFO. The correct answer is time sharing.